All right, you guys, so what we have here is a $120 wireless hot swap mechanical keyboard that comes from the factory in pretty great condition that you can always customize a little bit more. And it does come with some very interesting design features and compatibility with both PC and Mac. And I'm honestly really impressed with the company Nuphy this year. They've been doing a really good job coming out with the Air 65 and 75 earlier this year, and then coming out with the Halo65, which is the name of this keyboard that we're taking a look at today. As we can see, the keyboard does come in both a white and black colorway. As far as the construction is concerned, you do have an aluminum top plate up here. You have a plastic or polycarbonate bottom down here as well, rubberized feet, and then you also do have a couple of different levels of height adjustability. Now over here on the left side of the keyboard, you're going to have your USB Type-C port. Then as far as the wireless connection, you do have both a 2.4 gigahertz dongle as well as Bluetooth connectivity to connect to multiple devices. As far as the 2.4 gigahertz connection, I do have to give Nuphy props for not only having a very unique colored 2.4 gigahertz dongle to use that you will definitely not forget which keyboard this is for, but you also have a place to put it magnetically so that when you're done using this keyboard, you can pop the dongle right back into the case so you don't have to worry about losing the dongle and keeping track of it. I am 100% not sure why other companies don't have the same thing. Now, if your keyboard has USB Type-C and you have a USB Type-C dongle, of course you can always plug that USB Type-C dongle right into the Type-C port on the keyboard. But if you're going to use a traditional USB 3.0 or 2.0 connection, then you should probably have a space built into your keyboard case for your dongle. Of course, you do have per key RGB lighting, but you do also have this pretty unique RGB light ring around the sides of the keyboard. And then of course, if you look at the bottom, you see these little rivets and divots built into the plastic case. I think that it just gives it a little bit more of a more unique aesthetic, and it looks very, very good. I do really enjoy the way that this looks, and it's not so basic like we've seen on a lot of other keyboards. You got the top frame, you got the bottom frame, it's just flat metal or plastic or whatever. It just looks kind of generic. So I definitely do appreciate the extra little bit of time that they took to design something that doesn't look the same as everything else on the market. As far as the gaming performance, I didn't have any issues gaming on this keyboard using that 2.4 gigahertz dongle and connection. So if you are going to play games, I highly recommend using that over the Bluetooth connection, or just plugging in your keyboard and using it in the wired mode. Now, as far as the acoustics of this keyboard, I will say that it does sound pretty good, and you do have a ton of really nice switches to pick from stock. And of course, some of them are going to be in stock, some of them won't be, so you definitely will have to check back to get the perfect switch that you are interested in. In my opinion, my favorite switches are going to be those Gateron yellows, the Gateron red switches if the yellows aren't available, and then also the new Gateron baby kangaroo switches that we will be taking a look at later today. Those are tactile switches, and they do feel and sound pretty good in this keyboard. Now, as far as the construction of the keyboards to help those acoustics, you do have a ton of silicone dampening inside the keyboard as well. So the sound profile that comes from this keyboard is going to be a little bit muted, but it is also a very clean sounding keyboard as well. And then the very unique, I think these are like OSA keycaps that are also PBT, are very nice as well. These keycaps are included inside of the box. They do also give you a few extra accent keycaps that are really nice, an extra space bar if you don't really love the yellow, but I think that the yellow looks really clean. A USB Type-C cable, a switch and keycap puller, a switch tester to try out all the new Gateron 2.0 switches. Now, let's just say that you choose to purchase a keyboard and it doesn't have the switches that you want available or in stock for a while. The Gateron 2.0 series switches are actually really affordable. Sometimes you can buy them on Amazon or another switch site like divinikey.com for extra like 20-30 bucks. You can buy a full set of switches for your Nuphy Halo65. Nuphy does also offer the shine through ABS keycaps that are in a cherry profile as well. And personally, I'm not really the hugest fan of these keycaps. I don't really love the texture or the feel of these keycaps, and they are $20, so I would definitely pass on getting these personally myself. I don't really think that shine through is that big of a deal, but if you would like to have shine through keycaps, obviously with all of the modifiers and extra options printed on them, then this is going to be your option. But personally, I would pass on these keycaps for $20. Then for an additional $30, you do have the option to buy either a matching white or black wrist rest that is pretty comfortable when it comes to typing on these keyboards. But personally, I am pretty used to using keyboards because without wrist rest, I probably would only purchase the wrist rest if I did plan on using the keyboard at its tallest height. At that point, I think that I would definitely plan on using the wrist rest because this just seems a lot more comfortable, a lot more natural. Overall, for a starting price of $120, I definitely do think that the Nuphy Halo65 is a really compelling option. $120, you get a wireless keyboard that you can use for gaming or office work that's both compatible with both PC. I'll throw up a screenshot right now so you guys can use the different modes, switch it from Windows mode to Mac mode, because mine was in Mac mode by default. You definitely want to know how to switch those options and switch your bottom left hand or right hand cluster to match whatever OS that you're using. But in my opinion, for a hot swap keyboard of this caliber for such a low price that is pretty much done from the beginning, like the stabilizers were lubed pretty decently, you didn't really need to do much work on them. Nuphy, they definitely listen to feedback. Now, you're probably going to want to go in and customize this thing just a little bit more to get it tuned 100% to your personal liking. But if you just buy this keyboard and pull it out of the box and start using it, you're gonna be happy with it, especially for the price. Last but not least, I do want to mention you guys that I have two keyboards for a reason. I'm gonna be giving you guys one myself on Twitter. So when you get the chance, check out the first link in the description. There's gonna be a link to a tweet. Like that tweet, retweet it, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, because in a week and a half from now, I'm going to be choosing one of you guys as the winner for this giveaway. So definitely check out that tweet, and also feel free to purchase this keyboard with our affiliate link in the description below. Does help the channel out a bit as well. But yeah, guys, this is a very compelling option for the price, and I want to thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel as well. I will see you in the next video, and don't forget to join the giveaway and also follow me on Twitter.